pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
Did you get started, Becky?
Morning, everyone. Welcome back to the county board meeting. We have a consent agenda with minutes. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
A motion, second. Any discussion on the minutes from last time? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, first on the agenda, Jason Slack, Director of Buildings and Grounds, and Kim Bogat's HCM and Associates discussion decision to approve change order number 4 in the amount of $894.29 with Ronco Construction and Johnson Drywall Company for CRC 004R furring wall type A.
This change order comes about because the north wall in comm center varies about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. So we had to add the change order in order to fur the wall out so it was straight. And that's basically all it is.
Okay. The motion for
I'll move that for you.
Motion for second.
Second.
A motion second. Any other discussion on this one? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next, we have change order number 6 in the amount of $3,230.44 with Ronco for CRC 006 call center asbestos delay remobilization.
This is stemming from the asbestos that was discovered in July, early July, when the project first started. The first change order that they presented us was about $28,000 roughly. Then they came down to around $18,000 and we refused. Now they've come back with this new change order. And the total on that was $3,230. I recommend that the board does not approve this change order.
Okay. You want to go and find a different?
I don't believe that we delayed them. I mean, still,
Oh,
if you look in that area, you can see that the work is still not happening. We're still waiting on a fire sprinkler to get relocated, and also the raised floor is not even in yet. So, I mean, I don't feel like we delayed them on that.
Jason, one real quick question on that, and I agree with you 100%. The grand total of the change order I have in front of me is $3,167.10. What am I missing?
I think you're missing where they,
Gotta go down lower.
yeah, I think overhead and profit, the percentage that they add onto it.
Bonded insurance.
Yeah.
Shows
Yeah, because they add the 63, yeah.
6334 onto it.
Yep. If you look at the second page of that change order, you see it.
I'm looking at the one.
Yeah, it's down there a little further on. Go down below that, 3167.
Is that on HGM's?
Yes.
No, well, yeah.
The second page of that form.
Ronco's right in at 3167.
Oh, no, what's wrong?
Right? Are you on
It
the
says,
document?
it says
Yeah, I'm looking
change order 6.
Keep going down past the estimate from HGM.
So here's the first page. That's the number you're seeing. So you keep going. Material supplies, and you get down to here. So the additional monies that you're looking at is right here, which would be bond at 3161 and insurance at 3167.
What,
Well, I'm looking at this one that's in our meeting docs, and that's what
That's the
Ronco
same.
sent.
Yep.
That's what Ronco sent us. There's nothing below.
I know. Looks like we're missing a page on the online one.
Okay.
Just see that it ends at item 10 on yours, right? Keep going. Yeah, item 10. But there's actually 23 items.
That's HGM, so, right? Yeah, you're looking at HGM.
So that HGM form, everything that's behind that is basically their backup.
That's why.
That's their backup, all those pages. So there's the first 2 sheets.
Here's where I'm getting that 3167.
Yeah, it's just your HGM one shows that price, but the difference is the insurance and bond.
Correct.
And then Ronco's just shows that. So,
Yeah, so Ronco's sheet is
I mean,
their,
that's a moot point if we're not gonna approve it. I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure our
So-
numbers were right.
So, we disapproved it,
yeah, we just need a motion to deny.
right, but, so then,
I'll make that motion for you.
Okay. Motion, is there a second to deny?
okay, I'll make the motion, second it. Just-
Okay, for
So
discussion.
what's the recourse from Ronco or?
we'll just have another discussion. We've gone back and forth on this one for a couple months now. So it'll just be another discussion with them that it was denied.
So this
Basic-
may resurface then?
It may resurface. I think Ronco's main concern is if they happen to go over the March 26th deadline, they don't want to be held to the liquidated damages. And I think that's what it all stems from.
Okay, so liquidated debt, was that 500 a day? or
Yep.
something? Okay.
Okay, we got a motion and a second to deny. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carried. Well, they've been denied. Declined. Okay. Okay, next we have, hold on. Change order number 8 in the amount of $4,507.84 with Ronco ABC Electric Incorporated for ASI 007 transformer moat replacement.
So, in upgrading our main electrical panel, Mid-American Energy wants to replace our transformer for the building, which sits just on the west side of the courthouse. It's in the fenced-in area.
Yeah.
They're gonna replace that transformer, which is great. But what they're finding out with their old transformer is the moat that protects it from, the leakage from the transformer, it's no good anymore. So we need to dig a new moat and replace that. And this is the cost.
Thanks.
Is that like a pit or what?
It is, it's a containment, system, for that transformer in case it ever does leak. They actually dig down, I think it's 3 foot out from the transformer and 3 foot deep. And then they fill that with, I forget what type of material.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different, and there's layers in it of different rock and.
It's basically a containment system though for DNR to be happy with it, so.
So is that a project then for an electrical company or a landscape company?
I believe it's an electrical
It's
company.
electrical.
Yeah, I know that's who submitted the bid, I'm just asking.
So, your ABC Electrical probably hired out. They'll sub it. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll sub it out.
So how old is the original, is that original one from the
Yep.
building was built?
It is.
Is that something we could do on our own, Jason?
I would say no. We would want to do that in conjunction with the project.
I don't think Mid-Am's gonna let us probably do that. I'll make that motion.
Got a motion, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion second, any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay. Next we have change order number 9 in the amount of $936.05 with Ronco Construction Ray Martin Company for CRC 009, new gas valve for removal.
What they ran into, over here on the south side of the building for the B wing, the gas meter that was coming into the building there, the valve was rusted shut. They couldn't actually get that to shut off, so they actually had to take the meter off and cap it, and this is the cost that was associated with that.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
Sure.
Got a
Second.
motion, second. Any other discussion?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, thanks, Jason. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
You'd be able to do these, so you can just move on, but I don't have my way on this one, so.
You guys got a copy of the cost summary as well, so, we should be around 12,000 total in our $20,000 contingency, which,
Is that the colored sheet that's up front, or where's that one at?
Yeah. yeah, it's a summary of change orders. It's got the spreadsheet with the colors on it.
Okay, that's up top here.
Yep.
Okay. Pending denied. Where is it? Which column is the change orders, or are these all the change orders?
It says on there, approved allowance and pending allowance, so
Yep.
Kim's got them combined here. If we were to approve all four of these change orders, we would be at $15,332.25. We did not approve the 3230. So I'm trying to figure out where we're at here.
But this is coming out of that 20,000.
Yeah, this is coming out
So
of the
this isn't an
contingency.
added cost, it's just coming out of that 20,000.
Right, but I don't see, is the 20 in the big number then, or it's not separated from that, where you're reducing the 20?
Looks like, yeah, we don't show the reduction from 20.
You want to,
Yeah, we can update it that way though.
that'd probably be the best thing to do.
You know, we're at $12,100 right now, out of our $20,000 contingency.
Not, we're 12 out of it?
Yep.
You're saying we got like 7,000 some odd dollars left, right?
Yep, correct,
And then that was some additional cost of the plan.
yes.
And what percentage are we of the project?
Oh, I think they're at least 60, maybe a little bit more than that.
60%?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're still telling me they're ahead of schedule, and they'll be done by March 26th. So we're trying to get the comm center back in by the end of the year. Hopefully that still happens. The raised floor should be in today. The new boilers are in the building as of Friday afternoon. They're working on getting those all hooked up so we can get heat hooked up in the building.
By when?
We're shooting for 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Nice.
You expect they'll have the driveway blocked off?
We're doing that on a day-by-day basis. If they're using that driveway a lot, we don't want people going through there. We've got it shut down. If they don't seem to be using that area, Daryl's been opening it up to let traffic through.
What's Century Asphalt doing?
They're just patching a little spot out here in front of our storage containers, so when we go to unload all the 911 stuff out of that storage container, we can use the forklift because there's a big hole in front of it.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw them staging all their equipment in our parking lot over there, and I was like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, they're just doing a small repair for us.
Okay. Cool, all right, well, thank you, appreciate it. Next, we have the bid award for Hancock Maintenance Facility. John?
I'd like to recommend that you award the bid to Jensen Builders of Fort Dodge, Iowa, in the amount of $2,148,000 for the Hancock shop construction.
When's the start date on that?
We haven't got the contract done, so we'll have probably the contract in next week, I hope, and we'll work on the start date from that, but we're probably a month out. You gotta get the contract done, then they gotta get materials and stuff, so
Can they just roll right through winter and everything too, or?
I hope so, yeah. It's a steel frame building, so as soon as I get the footings done,
Oh, so.
Jensen
a
what?
lot of that building stuff can be done.
Jensen Construction?
Jensen Builders of Fort Dodge.
Is there any dirt work that needs to be done on that first?
Yeah, there's some dirt work that needs to be done too.
Must not be much.
It's,
We have to fix, I mean, your grading and stuff,
Yeah,
just
it's-
basic stuff.
gotta make sure it drains and stuff. Yeah, there's a pretty good amount of that. I think it'll be pretty quick though. It's a wide open site and there's not trees to grub or anything else to deal with, so.
That 148,000 even?
$2,148,000.
Was there some, projects that this bidder had done that they had given us, or given you
No,
some examples of?
no, when we advertise, we have to go through the Master Builders of Iowa. what we're required to do, so we throw it in that site, and we don't get to pre-qualify people.
No, I'm just curious of what, if they built some for some other counties or,
I can look into that.
you know.
That'd be pretty significant to bid on this project.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with them.
Okay, well, I'm looking for a
I'll move that for you.
motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion on this topic? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. Next, we have Melvin Hauser, the auditor, and Gina Hatcher, payroll benefit specialist, auditor's office. County attorney, looks like Megan's here on his behalf. Is he coming, or is it just you?
No, it's just me.
Okay. And then discussion or decision on county opting out of presidential payroll tax deferral plan for the period of September 1, 2020 through December 31st, 2020, and approval of memorandum to county employees on the decision to opt out of said plan.
I had actually looked at this a couple of weeks ago, and I pretty much drafted the memorandum. There is nothing in the the presidential issued the proclamation. The regulations that came from the Secretary of Treasury does not say employers must. It's employers may do this. The federal government is doing it. I don't know of other private or governmental entities that are. Baird Home, which is one of the big employment law firms in Omaha, has advised don't do it because you have to pay it back anyway. There's really no benefit to the employees because it's just a temporary reduction of, a temporary increase in their pay, but then come January, they have to start paying it back anyway. The president had requested the Secretary of Treasury to look into legislation to make it a forgiveness thing so that you don't have to pay it back. Given that an election is coming up and the status of Congress, I don't see that happening.
So I'm curious, why do we even have to do a memorandum on it?
We've had
Me too or not?
employees question why they haven't seen this, not being, why is it still being taken out of their pay? And so basically the memorandum to employees is just to let them know, yeah, we're aware of it, but we're not going to do it.
And then I guess the next question is, does it require the board to even, yeah, I mean, are you,
Because the employees are requesting it, I thought it would be nice if the board was aware of it and approved it so that you know exactly what's going on. Is it required? No.
I can tell you, state auditors would probably ask if we did something to make a decision on this, so it's also a good.
I mean, I guess the way I look at it is I didn't see anywhere that said we had to, that's why I'm just curious, but I get it, totally understand, so. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this?
I'm with you, Justin. I think it's important that we let our employees know that there's no benefit to them, but I didn't see anything in the proclamation. The President's plan requires us to do any of this, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm just a little concerned about second, third order effects of signing it, me personally, but that's not necessarily
We're not signing anything.
well,
I can,
sent out on our behalf, but I'm just
I
saying.
could sign it. I could sign it. Give me the permission to sign the letter. It's coming from payroll, correct?
Yes.
Sounds fine.
So you want to do it on behalf of Melvin?
Sure.
That'd be great. Love that. Deal. Is everyone okay with that, with the motion?
Sure.
Okay. Lynn, you're good? If we alter it so that Lynn is, or that, Melvin is the one that signs it?
Pardon?
Are you okay if we amend your second for Melvin to be the signature authority on this letter?
Yes.
Perfect, okay. All right, with that, all those in favor signify by saying aye. 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 Perfect, thanks, Melvin.
You're welcome. I don't know if we help you guys.
It legitimately helped me, so I appreciate that. Okay, so next we are on Becky Belt Finance Auditor's Office. Discussion and decision to approve publication of county's annual financial report and fiscal year ending June 30, 2020.
You know, you probably got it there. I mean, we got it here, but.
And what'll be published is a published summary. It won't be, it'll be more like the first page of this where it rolls everything up. This is an actual finance accounting with the chart of accounts for all the service areas for what the county did, budgeted versus actual expenses and revenues for
How far off
July
were you?
1st, 19 to June 30th, 20.
So how far off was it?
We discussed this the end of July, beginning of August. We actually came out better on our cash reserves than we had budgeted for. We did make an assignment for transfer later just amongst our general funds. But we ended our year better than what we had budgeted to, so.
So it said total revenues and other sources. And we had budgeted 94 million, is that accurate?
Correct.
But we actually only received 88.
Correct, and that, part of that will go into we budgeted to transfer, so part of that is the big transfer revenue that we did not do, 5 million of that. Other parts are when we budget to have grants, cause you'll see the expenses did the same thing. We budgeted higher than we actually did. When you look at this first page, that rolls and takes into effect all grants. It also, that budgeted ending total takes into effect amendments. Also, the capital expenses we budgeted to spend didn't finish completely. We'll finish up the 2018 bonds, hopefully this year. There's still about 800,000. You'll see an amendment to finish those up because they didn't complete before June 30th.
Well, it's, you know, so the sheets, I don't know why they turn like that, but, so we budgeted to spend 103, but we only spent
The
86.
Mhm.
So we're 17, just round numbers, 17 million there. And then,
Those aren't funds.
no, I'm just
Oh,
saying expenditures, that's what we budgeted for expenditures. 103, but we only spent 86, just like up here at top. We said we were gonna collect 94, but we only collected 88. Yeah.
I wanna make sure I'm on the right page with you, Scott. We didn't spend those expenditures because the revenue didn't come in.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
Right? Yes.
we're not,
We predicted this and it was a little different.
Yeah, well, the revenues weren't there.
well.
For the projects.
Well, the expenditures, you know, apparently we weren't real good on guessing what the expenditures were gonna be
Well, and I
either.
believe part of that, we also amended toward the end of the year to take into consideration COVID, and a lot of that still fell
Right,
after
right.
July
No, I-
1st. So you budget what you believe is gonna happen, and again, we also budgeted to end our 2018 series capital fund, and that work didn't complete either, so there'll be more that happens after July 1st,
Yeah,
so.
okay. Okay,
All right,
I'll make that motion.
got a motion, is there a second? Second. Got a motion, second, any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Motion carried.
Thank you. It will be active online today, and it'll go to the newspapers then for publication.
Next, we have Maria, discussion decision regarding the county's holiday policy and employees working on designated holiday, specifically Labor Day and the remaining holidays in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. you wanna kick this off? And she's stepping in for Jenna, cause Jenna was ill today.
Yep, so we're still continuing our contact tracing 7 days a week. That's weekends, holidays, observed holidays, and then the staff that are doing that are the temporary employees. So under the policy, they're not able to get that holiday pay or the time and a half for that. And so that's why I'm here, is to bring that before you.
So the request is to do that? Is that what you're?
Is to approve that through the remainder of the year, including Labor Day.
So my only question back to you would be, is this also gonna be a reimbursable expense?
Yes, through CARES.
I mean, up to whatever we can get, I guess.
For our employee time.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
A motion second, any discussion?
Do you expect that, those temporary employees will work those holidays? Do they need to?
Yo, definitely. Yeah, for all the weekends and holidays, I have 4 staff scheduled. So just to cover anything that comes in, but we have to have them there. So they're scheduled through the end of the year.
Okay, and we're only from, it's the CARES Act side, right? We're only covered through, is it October 15th?
Unless they release another
Right.
application period,
But-
right?
Is from that day till the end of the year, are we eligible for some potential, still some FEMA money for those?
I have additional grant funds I could cover it with.
Okay. I just gotta figure out what that is.
What grant? What grant?
We have some COVID money through the state.
Okay,
Well, and we'd still have, excuse me, we'd still have, if our paperwork is in order, we will be replenishing our 200,000 that we gave them initially, right?
Yeah, should, yeah.
Because we put in a request for X amount of
Yeah, we did.
dollars.
It was,
It was about 675, and I think our total, allotment was like 1.3.
Yeah.
So there's still funds there for that. I would like, Maria, can you get us clarification on that? I don't believe that we can use FEMA funds for salary actions. I think that's CARE funds that takes care of that. Is that correct?
That's my understanding.
My understanding as well.
Oh, really? I thought FEMA.
Well, there's a part of it that FEMA covers, but the part that FEMA doesn't. so
FEMA,
we could go
my
over
understanding from Matt, I wish he was here, is that FEMA would be able to reimburse us for any costs that we have to purchase equipment to improve the safety of our people and.
yeah, I mean, that's why he's going around to some of the nonprofits and he's, saying, hey, let's put these, your
Drinking
drinking
fountains
fountains that you can fill
yeah.
bottles with instead of,
So I think they're on top of it.
They've been doing a really good job.
Okay, got the
Okay.
motion, we got the second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. So I guess I'll have to leave this up to the board before Jana's gone. She is not gonna be able to zoom in. Is there anything that we need to discuss in closed session today, or do we just nix it until next week?
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Well, I don't think.
have a good day.
I don't know if it,
I don't have anything to present.
I don't have anything to present to you.
Jana has those documents, so.
Yeah.
the one thing, and I don't know that, is the document that she sent that Baker Tilly wanted us to, which I told her I was gonna talk to her today about, to send out to the, whether it was the department heads or the,
Oh, right, just the status update.
yeah. So,
We can go into closed session and talk about it if you want, otherwise.
don't matter to me.
Just let me know when you want me to end the stream.
What's that?
I think, if, it's entirely up to the board, but I would like to see us just, cancel this closed session and put it back on next week's agenda.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Is that okay with you, Scotty?
Yeah, yeah.
Need a motion to adjourn then?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. We are adjourned. That's
We
quick.